you want to chat or anything like that, I have got the chat up ready to chat to you. We are going to make, where did I put my other sample? Oh, all the way over there.
Oh, good.
Oh, then he's going to get it for me. Sorry, the camera is sort of looking at my kitchen area. Sorry. We're going to make this. How cool is that? G'day. We're going to make this little pocket. It's double zipped. And what was that noise? Was it you? Okay, Naomi, and it's a nice little pouch. It measures roughly, can I have that? Zip it there. It measures roughly 12 by 8.5 inches, guess so. And what you'll need is a 12 by 12 piece of fabric, 2 of, front and back. You can have them the same or different. I did different in this one, so they're different. Then you are going to need a 13-inch zipper. You're going to need a 6.5 by 12-inch piece of clear, semi-clear vinyl. You're going to need 2 number 5 zipper heads to go with the zipper. And and a bit of wadding to go in between your other fabric. So I've already got it there. Now, first things first, we're going to do, we are going to set up ready to put the whole thing together. So g'day everyone. Sorry, my computer's decided to remind me later. Go away, you little thing. There we are. Maya, love the colours. Thank you. Hi, Linda. Janet Johnson. Hello from WA. Hello. Hello there, Sonia. Have missed me. I've been around. I'm just incognito, like quiet, just sliding on the side. Roll into 2024. Didn't feel a thing. I slept the whole time. So, the other thing you're going to need is some binding. I've chosen the same colour, and you're going to need a little bit of fabric, which I've done it at about 12 inches by 1.5, and I've already folded it into a bias tape sort of thing where it's folded and folded again, ready to go. And my binding fabric is cut at 2.5 inches wide, and I did it by width of fabric. There should be plenty. G'day, Christine. So let's get the camera tilted down. It's a warm day here. We do have the AC on. You'll hear some ruffling in the background. That is Janine, which is all good because we're here working away. She's doing some lovely stuff. We might show you later, maybe. No, she's going no. Let's do what we're doing. All right. Okay, I might need to just turn that around. And sorry guys, my bad. There we go. That's more like it. See if we can get this thing to sit straight, because it was playing nicely the other day and now it's deciding to not. Alrighty. All the way over there. Okay, let's just see if we can move it this way so I can play with it. Okay, first things first, we're going to get our 12-inch square piece of fabric and we're going to draw some lines, and I'm going to draw it in an iron-off pencil. I'm going to measure across to the middle, which is 6 inches. I'm just going to mark a rough mark there, that's 6 inches there. And I'm going to draw the lines in, and then I'm going to make them 2 inches apart. So this is a 2.5 inch ruler. Any ruler will do. So 2.5 inches. And this stuff will iron off later. You probably won't even see it even if I didn't iron it off. And that one. Okay, so that's that ready. We pop some clips on that and hold it all together. G'day, Janine Naylor. So that's just going to hold it. I've got the walking foot on. I'm going to just stitch some straight lines down there to quilt that together. I might have to trim around it, but I'll do that with the scissors. You can do it with a blade if you want to, but this piece is 12 by 12, and I'll just pop that aside. And then we are building this baby. Then you're going to need some tape, some binding tape, or whatever you want to call it, wash away tape. I call it wash away tape because it does wash away if I was going to put it in the washing machine, which I'm not, because it's got clear vinyl on it. That's not going to be my thing. And I'm going to put some of this on either side of one top edge, and right along that edge. And push that right down. G'day, Deb. How you going, honey? And I'm going to take that paper off. No, that one came off completely. Now I'm fighting it because I've stuck it to the table. It's all right, I've got it. Turn it over, leave that paper on for a second, I'll push down on it. And what you do is you get that folded edge and place that on there, just like that. Okay, flip her over. Now I can push down on it. Come on, you little darling. Why don't you want to come off the paper today? Sorry, I'm just having a fight with the tape, trying to get that paper off. I could do it the easy way and get a pin, but then I'd have to find a pin. There we go. I've been using clips all day, so I don't know where the pins are. Then get the other folded side and fold that over, just like that. And get some clips to hold it down. Now, if you've got any questions at all, Gidget, that's not what you really wanted to say. No, it wasn't. You know me too well, Gidget. I can't swear on YouTube. All right. Now, what we're going to do is stitch 2 stitches. So 1/8 from the fold and 1/8 from the other side. Okay. I'm going to move it over to the sewing machine, and I'm also, what? Not yet. Did I? I thought I did it on the second one. Did I? Yeah. We're going to put this on. Janine's just reminded me I did the zipper at the same time. So right side facing up, get that zipper, lay it on top. I do remember now. It was only about an hour ago that I made it. You'd think I'd remember.
I'm going back to my job.
Yeah, you go back to your job. Stop helping, it's not helping. All right, so make sure that zipper's not too close to the fabric. You don't want it to interfere with the zipper opening and closing. Now we've got that on, well, let's do it. Sorry, what vinyl are you using, please? This is a clear vinyl, but it's blue, and I do have it in stock at 18 a roll. So if you're needing any, let me know. I'm going to put it over here. I've got to move that camera because it's really annoying me today. There we go. For some reason, it just wants to play nasty. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, I've got a dark blue thread in. I'm just going to quickly switch that over. I thought it might be okay, but having a look at it, I think it's just going to be a little dark. And I'm going to swap out the bobbin to a lighter coloured bobbin. I've got a size 90/40 90-14 needle in there. And the colour thread is, I think I'm going to choose a darker aqua. Now with these threads, when you get them, you'll notice that they're tucked under. Don't freak out and start pulling on things and cutting stuff where they shouldn't be. Just, if you even grab that and pull on it, you'll see where that thread's coming from. And I can see it's coming from under here. So there it is. So just grab that one, just put your needle under it, or, you know, something fine underneath it, and then you'll get it out easily. Hi Denise. Hi Bev. Okay. Now, walking foot is on. I'm going to swap that over actually, because I think the walking foot is actually what I might do while the walking foot's on. I'm going to stitch these lines in. Let's do that first, hey? So otherwise I'll have to change my foot back over. So I'm going to put it on a top stitch and just have it at around about number 3. And I'm going to quickly just stitch down these lines. They're 2 inches apart, and speed her up, or we'll be here forever. If you don't have your walking foot on at this point, you're going to get a lot of creases. So make sure you have your walking foot on. Unless you're using an industrial machine, and then you won't. So if you've got any questions at all, just let me know. I'm just going to stitch down the side as well at the same time. And I'll do that both sides, but I won't do it at top and bottom. So this piece here is 12-inch square. It's a sandwich of wadding, batting, and wadding or batting, and you can use iron-on if you want to, or you can use Pellin. As long as you've got some form of interfacing, normally medium to firm. You can use the foam. Entirely up to you. And that one at the side I'm doing is only 1/8 of an inch from the edge, not a quarter. It's just to hold those sides together. All right, so I've now quilted that, and I'm going to swap my foot over to the zipper foot. And you don't have to use a zipper foot if you don't want to, but with this I will. Now, when you get this vinyl, what you'll notice is it comes with this mesh. All right, that is there to protect it. But what it also means is that, because if I stick that down there and I'm trying to push it through, it's got a lot of tack to it. So what I do is place that under there. I'm going to stitch the close one first and put the stitch back down. Needle in the down position so I can let go of it. Lift this up and pop that mesh stuff. It's like a really, really fine interfacing. Pop that there. So then when I'm sewing, grab that and move it up a little. When I'm sewing, it will move along the bed of the machine a bit better. I'm using a clear vinyl that I have in stock here. It's it doesn't have a brand name or anything like that. It's vinyl that I bring in. It's Michelle's Patchwork vinyl. There you go. And it's a clear with a blue tinge to it. And now I've got that one in, I can lift up and go and do the other side. Just make sure that mesh stuff is out of the way. And just going to move my needle over. And off we go. With that clear vinyl as well, I mean, I have used it where I've sewn it with that in there. Then you can just tear it out. You might need tweezers to get out the finer bits, but if you're having trouble with it moving underneath your foot, you can actually sew with that mesh there. It does help as well. Okay, so we've got those two done. Well, semi-done. We've got that done, and now we need to do this. So what we do is we grab our scissors and trim. Oh, doesn't like the wadding. What's going on there? I need my big scissors. Giving that a little bit of a trim. And this side, I think my wadding was a fraction bigger than the fabric, which is a nuisance because I don't want all that bulk. Okay, that'll do for now. Okie doke. Got a bit more. There we go. Now that's better. Okie doke. So first things first is we're going to put this right side down to the top of this one. Now, if you've got a zipper that's not transparent like this one is, you won't see this edge. So this one you're going to be able to see it just like you can in this. Sorry, I just knocked the camera. But when it comes down to brass tacks, you're not really going to be looking there because it's under the top bit, not the bottom bit where people would look. All right. So place that right side down in the middle. And with your zipper foot, stitch along this edge as close to the zipper as you can, about 1/8 of an inch from the zipper head, the zipper teeth. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way, bring that in. Good afternoon, Pat. Okay, and then we're going to turn that under, and with those clips, push that down, and we're going to top stitch 1/8 from the fold. just dropped one. So do that again. Move my needle over. If you're finding you're getting creases or pushing where the stitching is for the wadding, for the quilting, you can put your walking foot back on. Okay, that is on. Yeah. Okie dokie. Now, what we need to do is have these two facing each other as they are. Line up the sides here. Okay, see how the sides are lining up along the top or the bottom? Try and make sure they line. Don't worry about this so much yet. We're going to trim that even. Someone's taken my scissors that I use all the time. Black handle ones. There they are there.
That was you. Don't stop.
Not me. And those two there. Make them even. Trim that. And you can either use your zipper pull thingy, this fella, or you can do it manually. It's up to you. To use the zipper pull, you'll need it attached, your zipper jig, sorry, you'll need it attached to a table or something. So I'll just do that there for the time being. Place it in right side down and face the flat end towards you, like that. Then with the right sides down, get your zipper ends. Hopefully you can see my hands aren't in the way too much. Go away. And put them in at the same time. Come on, in you go. There we go. And give them a bit of a shove if you can. Hang on, that one won't go in. There we go. What's going on, Mr. Zipper? Put that one in first. It doesn't want to go right in. It's having a bit of a moment. Let's go in there properly. There we go. There we are. So that's one side. And then as you come up to the other side, trim that up as well. Same thing, pop your zipper in and turn that over, both ends. We're going to come in on that angle. It's about a 30-degree angle, I suppose. And then in together, just like that, nice and even. Now I've got that on. I am so close to home and hose, it's not funny. I just see a little bit of a wobbly bit here, so I'm going to trim and the corner bit there. Okay, some of these threads out of the way. Don't want them in the air. Okie doke. So now we're going to fold this over and we're going to line up the bottom. Don't stress too much if your bottom is not completely even. Get one corner and you'll sort of find that the vinyl will want to just sort of sit to the other side. and clip it in place. You can always trim off any excess before you do your binding. That is no big deal. And you can do it with it, like I say, with a rotary cutter, or you can do it with scissors. Clip your sides together. When you come up to your zipper, chop off the excess. Get your clip in the way. There. And clip that in. A little bit extra on that side. Might end up trimming a bit off that side, I'd say, before I put the binding on, but she's ready now to sew around the edge. Now, the way to sew around the edge on this would be to put your walking foot back on, or actually I might just swap over to a normal foot. Will probably still work. I'll soon find out when I start sewing. You can pop your walking foot back on, but we want to do it at 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Don't do a whole 1/4 inch, okay? I can feel something in there. What is that? Oh, it's a bit of zipper. Okay, I've started away from the end. I'm just going to put that stitch down. A little bit tight there. That is the vinyl. I think that's why I actually changed last time to it, because of the vinyl. I'll see if it'll do it if I pop this underneath here. So what that did was it allowed for the foot to move over the vinyl. So that's what that did. I can see that it is way out of shape, so I'm going to be trimming off a lot on this one. So if I place that there, I'm going to come right in. Actually, it might just be easier just to swap over, so bear with me a second. I'm just going to create myself some issues. Swap over to your walking foot. Like I say, you gotta do what you gotta do. There we go. That's much easier. Okie doke. So I can see that I've come in there. It could have been, I could have pulled it out of shape when I was doing that before, but I'm just going to trim that off rather than freak out about it. It could be a case I'll have to go up to the rotary cutter in a minute. I'll soon find out. what's happened there. I think it's really just pulled because of that foot I had on. Anyway, we'll keep going. All right. G'day, G. That was a dog moaning, if you're wondering, not Genevieve in the Janine in the background moaning. There's a dog snoring. So I'm just chopping that zipper back, because what happens is when you're doing that, give her a nudge. When you're doing that,
Which one?
I don't know, both of them. When you're doing that binding, it'll get sort of,
They didn't move.
yeah, do it again. I reckon it's Penny. Yeah, it's Penny. She snores a lot. When you're doing that side binding, it will actually get really quite thick in there. So with the start of it, start above, clip them on. Hi, Lou. And I'm going front to back. So again, come up to the edge. I'm going to do a bit of ad-libbing here. Try and fix up that corner a little. See if it works. And at the end there, just make sure you leave yourself a little bit for turning. What we're going to do is we're going to turn it on itself, but we won't do that until we've sewn this part on. So now you want to sew at 1/4 of an inch all the way around, as you would normally do with any binding. I'm going to leave this foot on so it doesn't play nasty with me. It shouldn't now. It's got the what's the name? The binding fabric. All right, starting at the top, 1/4 inch, forward and back. Now when you get to the bottom corner, this is where people get themselves a little bit befuddled. What you do is finger press like that. You can get a pencil pen or anything and mark that seam where you just creased. All right? Then place it out and come up to that mark and make sure your needle goes right in that mark. I'm going to slow it down so I get right in there. You can take one stitch at a time and then go backwards. Then we turn it. I've got one stitch, not enough. I could have gone one more if I wanted to. But turn it. And then from the edge of your fabric, go your 1/4 inch. Back and forwards. And off we go. And you repeat that for each corner. You can use a wash away, you can use a pencil, whatever. You can use a pin if you want, but I prefer having a mark because I want to be able to see where I've got to go up to. So place a pen mark. It doesn't matter. That's going to get folded under anyway. And as you get close to the edge, slow your machine right down. You want to go with your needle on that, right on that mark. One's there, and then go backwards. All right, trim off, turn it around, and then flip it back up. Speed up your machine again. I'll be here forever. What was that, Janine? That easy. Hello, Janice. Hi, Pat, says Judy. And back stitch at the end and trim off. Right, take that out from under there. Now, what you're going to see is on your corners where you drew that stitch, you're going to turn that over and you're going to get a perfectly mitered corner each and every time. Look at that. Janine just said, shut your face. Didn't you? All right, same with this one. Now, this one here, I've got a little bit of vinyl in there. I can trim that out. I'll have a play with that. I'm just thinking I'm going to trim it out because it's just a little bit thick there. That's the corner I sort of played with. And we'll just get in there and trim that out a little. We don't need it in there. All right. And you'll notice this one. This is the one where I was one stitch not far enough. Right, so what's going to happen is I'm going to have too much of this stuff in here and I'm going to have to play a little bit on the other side. So you can, if you so desire, trim that out and then do it, and you'll probably find you'll still have to fiddle with it a little, but it won't be as bad. So we're going to turn it over and fold that down. Now you can hand stitch, like whip stitch this close, machine stitch, decorative stitch, anything you like. Okay, I'll just move that camera back a bit. Whatever suits, whatever you like to do. If you like sitting there doing hand sewing, then so bad. There's your nice little perfect mitered corner. I won't say perfect, but perfect enough. And I'm going to do it by machine because I am lazy. And this is not a quilt going into a show, so I can do it by machine. So this is that wonky corner. So I'm going to come in from both angles, get close, and then I'm going to put my finger in the middle and push that down, and I'm going to tuck it in like that because it's plain nasty. Tuck it right in, and that'll be as good as gold, as long as when I stitch it, it catches and it still looks all right from the other side. Not perfect, but it's done, that one. That's how much of a difference one stitch can make. Now, on these ends, just trim that down so that it's about 1/2 inch bigger, like that. And like that. And then fold it under, like so. And tuck that little tail in because that's going to irritate you. It's going to get right up in your face. Clip the top there and there. So again, fold that under, fold that little, pinch that, fold that into itself, and then fold over and clip. What you want is that binding, the binding at the back to be further than the stitch at the front, like so you'd be further than your seam. So you shouldn't be able to see a seam from before, not afterwards, but from before. I shouldn't be able to see a seam. If I can see a seam, that means that when I do the final stitch, you're going to see it's going to miss. So we don't want it to miss. So the best bet is put 30,000 clips in. If you need them, just use them. All right. And the idea is now flip this baby over and you're going to top stitch. There's always one bit of thread. Top stitch all the way in that crease there, all the way around to the end. All right, back stitch, start and finish. Who needs perfection ever? Perfection's overrated, I say. All right, now with this first starting bit, can be a little bit hairy. So place your foot over best you can and put your needle in the down position to grab it, and then take out your clip and do a couple of stitches. I'm going to slow down a bit, and we're going to put stitches at number 3 because I'm really just wanting a top stitch, and we just want to tick along and go across all the way around. Now, if say you did miss, like on the back, you missed the front, like the back when you're stitching the front, that's no big deal. Go around and do another stitch, 1/8 from the edge on the outside edge there. You're guaranteed to catch it eventually. Just get that. There's a switch on the back and turn that off. Hello, Yvonne. How you going? We're almost finished. So when you get to the top, make sure you back stitch. You don't want that coming undone. Cut off. And test of, did we do it okay? We caught everything. I missed a little bit here. So I missed a bit in that corner, a little bit at the top up here. So I need to come back in and grab those. That one there, I'm reckoning, is because I did it, that's from the start. So I'm going to clip at the top again. I might have missed the other bit on this corner, on here, and that's a little bit open there. So we're going to do a second stitch around because I reckon that is a brilliant idea. So pop that under. Let's go around. Yeah, we're caught. That's the main thing. We're caught. You could have, like, you could just slip stitch that closed if you wanted to, if it's sort of hanging over too far. I might just come back and do a back stitch on that. I didn't do it when I first started. Always worthwhile back stitching. This one did not get caught. So I'm going to make sure I catch it on the second run. Okay, I personally would do it back to front as with, or use decorative stitch. Yeah, you could absolutely do a decorative stitch. That is stitched down now to within an inch of its life. I'm just going to trim off those little hairy bits. Just do that top one there. It's just playing funny buggers with me. Just need to tuck it in. It's hanging. It's got its bits hanging out. Can't have your bits hanging out. And I'm thinking, wait, oh, you little booger. Good old Milo. I love it when the dog starts barking and you're videoing. Okay, let's try again. Put that in there. I'm going to start here. Might look a little bit messier, but by geez, she's stuck down now. It's not going anywhere. All right. Get rid of all my bits and pieces, all my hairy little bits of fluff and threads and stuff. And those. She is done. So, a little bit rough on the top, but your bag's done. There you go, another one done. So you can do them. They're 12.5 inch piece of fabric, 6.5 by 12 inch. Did I say 12.5 inch square? 12-inch square piece of fabric, right? 2 of with your wadding in between, like a sandwich, and quilt those together. 6.5 by 12 inch for your front bit of vinyl. Then you've got a 13-inch zipper, 2 zipper heads, a strip of binding, the 2.5-inch strip of binding by width of fabric. And this one here on the top was 1.5 inches by 12 to go on the top of this fella here. So nice and simply done. That's with batik, that's without batik, and you can see they work beautifully. So look at that, just like I bought one. So there you go, another little demo for you. Hope to see some of these made. And yeah, your own little pocket you can put in. Look, you can put anything in them, but I think Janine was saying things like hand applique or embroidery or something. You know, you've got little bits and pieces that you want to put in, like, I don't know, needles, screwdriver, little bits and pieces, anything you like. Very cute. All right, so it'll hold them. You can put little projects in it, knitting, anything, applique, all good. Are they vinyl edged zippers as opposed to material ones? Do you sell them? So this zipper here that I've used is a vinyl edged one, and I do sell it. It's the same price. It is on the website, or you can send me a message and I can organise that for you. Stick down the 2 middle. Oh, I can't see that. Sorry, Beverly. You could stitch down the middle and have 2 pockets. Yes, that's a great idea. Yes, because then you can have a pocket on each side if you wanted to. You can put 3 zips on and then you'll have a double zipper on one side and then a single zipper on the other for pens. Beverly, do you sell them? Yes, I do. The clear vinyl zippers, $3.50 a meter. I've only got it with the rainbow teeth. Can't even put I've got to put my teeth back in. But yeah, nice, and they're really quite sturdy. The idea came from a Yazi bag, just FYI, and it was a little Yazi pouch, and I thought we could do that. We can make that. Don't need to buy one of those. I can make one of those. That's easy peasy, and I like because I get my colour choice and fabric choice. So this is the fabric from my range, and this is a batik, obviously. But you can see that the blue vinyl makes the blue of the fabric a little bluer, and it's the same with this one here. It's very nice. All right. So thanks for joining me, everyone. Message me if you want some products or anything like that. Next live will probably be on a Monday night, 7:30 on Facebook. Okay. All right, guys. It's very nice. Actually, do you want to grab me the clear ones? I'll show you what colour's in clear before we go, just so you know. I don't think I've actually put the clear up yet on the website. Should be just what's in that box, I think. Yeah.
With those while I get the others out.
I think, is that all?
No, it's not.
Oh. So you've got the blue. You see how it's got the mesh on it? There's your blue. You've got your hot pink. Oh, come on. Come on. Why won't you come off? Because you're vinyl. Oh, no, this is not a... Oh, it's a semi-clear one. Yeah. That's all right. Yep, those two. Yep. But that one's not as clear as the others. And then you've got your green, your lime, which is the same as the pink, sort of semi-clear. And then we've got...
Is that the same blue?
I've got the pink.
No, that's a different pink. That's a normal pink.
No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The end.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then we got the clear pink. And then we got a dark blue, like a navy, which is semi. And then we've got the aqua, which is that one.
Which is what you used.
Which, I think is what I use, the aqua. Okay. So that's those. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Look forward to seeing what you guys make and chat soon. Any questions, please leave them. And don't forget to like the videos. Thumbs up on the videos. Share the videos, because the more I get shares and that, the more I get in YouTube put my teeth in. Noticed. Thank you very much, guys. See ya. Can I get a clear